Alrighty. So we put new spark plugs or plug wires in and new spark plugs. We've also just took off the thermostat housing. It's actually not too bad in there. But I'm seeing a little bit of sparkly metallic flakes in there. And so I'm wondering if somebody didn't put some stop leak in there, or if maybe it's going to need a water pump soon. That's definitely metallic. That is definitely, I mean, it literally looks like glitter. But it's green. It almost looks like it's got a green hue to it. So I'm wondering if it's not some kind of brand of stop leak. So I don't know. Hopefully whatever leak it had, I'm stopping. Because we also got new hoses to go in there. I cleaned the the mass airflow sensor. I have yet to, but here in just a moment, I'm going to clean out the throttle body. I'm not going to take it off. I'm just going to take a clean microfiber towel, wet it with throttle body cleaner, and run my finger in there. Just clean it up. Already did an oil change. Basically, all we're going to have left to do to the motor is I have a new thermostat. I've got a new thermostat, even though that one looks pretty new, and a new air filter on the way in the mail. Replace those, and the engine is basically as done as I'm going to get it right now. So let's see, all we're going to have left is weld hatch support mount, which, let me show you. And also, this needs to be, I noticed this after I bought it, but look at that. Look at that difference and how mangled and not straight that is anymore. It looks like somebody was trying to bang it down. But what needs to happen is, first off, this little bracket that's welded to the door, to the hatch, I've got the bracket, I gotta weld that back on, but as you can see, all of these hinges are like pulled out. So I'm gonna take this door off and then heat up and hammer this in gently. Hammer this in as flat as I can get it so that pulls this down a little bit. And then I think this back door will open easier. I mean, it's really not bad since I greased the latches and hinges, especially the glass. It's satisfying to pop. And then, so anyway, I'll kind of quick get back to this. So, weld hatch support mount. I'm not going to do that today. The stars are all today. Adjust the clutch. I'm going to take a look at it. The clutch engages really far up in the pedal range. So I'm going to see if that's adjustable. If not, I'm just going to plan on doing a clutch in the future. It works okay for now, so I'm going to leave it for now if it can't be adjusted. Fixed front turn signals. So these guys were like velcroed into there. That's not where they go. This used to have like a little like air dam or like little below the bumper cowl type of thing, and that's where these are supposed to go. I think these are the actual ones that go to this. I'm looking for a Ford logo. I don't see it, but I think they are factory. But I'm not going to put them back on because there's no easy way to mount them without getting a new cowl or doing something real funky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get like trailer turn signals and honestly just have them come down below the bumper there. And unfortunately, I thought about taking this off and like trying to cut this little mounting point for the bulb and connector. I was going to try to cut this off of these old ones because they're right for the turn signals and like epoxy them onto these, but there's not enough space behind them to allow for me to do that. A coolant change in the process. Bodywork question mark. I'd like to straighten up the back bumper. I don't know that I'm going to though. Paint touch-up. I'm not actually going to do touch-up paint. However, I am going to fix this crack in the grill and actually sand and paint the grill white. Shampoo seats, that's going to be done today, and then thermostat and hoses. So honestly, I ordered one of these from Rock Auto, but I think I might just go get one from O'Reilly's just to finish it, at least putting the motor back together. You know, air filter I can start it without an air, without a fresh air filter. But I don't want to put this back in, and I don't want to wait till, I don't want to wait 4 days, I think, until it gets here from Rock Auto to start it again. So this thing hadn't been cleaned in forever. Alrighty, we're pretty much to a point. I am going to go, like I said, I had the thermostat coming in the mail, but I'm going to go ahead and buy a new one. We're going to run to O'Reilly's and grab that. And then once we get back, we're going to throw all this back together, push it forward, pretty much have the mess that was here cleaned up for the most part, other than the oil dry. And then under the hood, it's pretty much done. What we're also going to be doing today is I'm going to be taking this valve cover off of the Mercedes, trying to seal this leak for the magnetic cam sensor thingy, and putting new gaskets on there, and painting this as well. I'm going to paint that white. It's kind of a gray, almost like a tan gray, but I'm going to paint it white. So we got the valve cover off of the Mercedes. I did snap this one, what was once rubber hose, but is no longer. At least I hope it was rubber, or at least somewhat flexible. It is not now. It broke pretty easily, but look under here. This actually looks pretty great. So now we need to strip the paint off of this, and look at this. I mean, it's just, this is terrible. I mean, look at that. And the sad thing is I believe, due to all these stickers, that this is original Mercedes paint. And not only that, this paint has this thing was a bitch to get off. But the paint has like adhered itself or fused with the rubber. You can see I'm pulling the paint off in here. I'm almost wondering, that windy door is making a hell of a racket. Anyway, I'm almost wondering if, oh, these are reinforced, interesting. Yeah, gosh. It's actually difficult to get these little things off one-handed. That's how bad this is. But I wonder if they didn't put all the gaskets and everything on there with the paint half wet, or not cured all the way or something. Look there, you can see some of it has chipped off around here. So that same bubbly paint, which you can see there are bubbles. At least I think that's a bubble. If not, it's a odd looking spot. Here's one. Yeah. So, oh, there's a big one. Look at this. This is all going to be chipping off inside the engine. Fortunately, so far that is the only space that I've seen was already chipped before I got to it. Alright, you can kind of see it. That bolt right in there. Right there. Extremely difficult to get to, and I'm trying my damnedest not to have to remove the tensioner. But we'll see. Anyway, this is about done and ready to be put back together. And we're getting going on this. I think we're gonna have a hell of a time getting all the paint and everything stripped off of this. Honestly, we may be putting a cover of some sort over the motor and leaving this to sit in like a vat of citrus strip or something, and then, I don't know, pressure wash it. I don't know, but I want to make sure all of this crappy, bubbling, potentially harmful paint is gone, and I think the best way to do that is going to be to take some time. So, alrighty, that's where we're at right now. Hopefully that is at least started, and this is at least finished. We are almost done shampooing the interior on this 1992 Mazda Navajo. I don't know if you can see back behind me there, but we've got the front grille is currently primed and is just about ready for paint. It is like 11:30 at night, I'm guessing. We have applied the paint to this and it looks fantastic. I've decided that I have some Ford Blue in the cabinet there, paint, and we're going to mask off the Mazda letters right here, and we are going to paint them Ford blue because it's a Ford Explorer anyway. So I think that'd be kind of neat, and I think that nice minty fresh blue on there, especially after the clear coat up against the white, is really going to pop. This thing, so I steam cleaned the seat on this, and I'm gonna have to sit on a box because we need to take this to the car wash and get it washed before we treat the plastics on the side and stuff like that. So that's where we're at. This might be the end of the video. I don't know, just because of how late it is. But tomorrow we're going to wet sand. We're going to wet sand that, do the blue, and clear coat it. And we're getting there. We're making progress. We are just about done with what we're going to do to the Navajo. And then I'll record a video about it.